Hello, Peach.
Hi, Pumpkin.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What are you doing?
Driving in traffic.
See, this is always impromptu stuff because it's really hard to hold the camera like my phone, like the camera like this. Yeah. So we had talked about before about me trying to get like a new camera, but shit went way. That bundle that initially when I wanted it was like the Pocket 3 camera, whatever. It was $699 for like the bundle. Now it's like over $1,000 for that same thing.
Thanks, Trump.
So I have my little setup, selfie stick thing that I use that's easy. It makes this easier, but I forget to bring it some places because I didn't think we were going anywhere. But we were out shopping.
Yeah, grocery shopping turned into, wow, we're both really hungry. And then, what are you hungry for?
And then Peach mentioned a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
And then she tried to take it away. And she was like, let's get a pizza from Aldi. I was like, you said cheesesteak. You can't just be dropping cheesesteak notes and then
taking them away.
Yeah, reversing. So we were like, well, do we get something from somewhere that we know or a new place? And it's just like with anything else. We love what we've loved of how to think, just like ciders. And I mean with beer. You try things and you like them, and it's like, but I'm always wanting to try new things. It's great, when you like the stuff, and it sucks because you're like, oh, well, I'll get a 6-pack of that because I like it. It's like, well, would I rather get a 6-pack of something I've had that I know I like though, or do I just want to try something new? Same thing with the cheesesteak. So we're always looking for a new cheesesteak that we can never buy again because then we'll look for something new. But so we like.
I really feel like you just said it the way I say it.
What?
I think you said ruther.
I didn't say ruther. That's not what
think
happened.
you said ruther.
Well, there's video evidence, and we can look at it later. Whoa. Would I rather get this?
That's why, it gave me pause.
No.
Uncle Glenn says to say hi to everyone.
Who's everyone?
Me, you, and Killian.
Oh. I was like, there's more people in this car I don't know about. And it's Ghostbusters Day, so I'm wearing my shirt. And it's also National Best Friends Day. And I'm with my best friend. So I looked to see, what was around, what people have been talking about, on the groups and stuff like that. And there's been one place that I've been hearing about a lot. It's called Raceway Bagels. So they're a bagel place, but they also make like sandwiches and other food. And it's Raceway Bagels by Buno's. And they have other restaurants, I guess. Maybe they bought this place and now it's by Buno's. Because they have other places, I think. One place in Burlington is just called Buno's. And I think they have 2 locations, one somewhere else. But I just hear a lot of people talking about the cheesesteak from there, that it's really good. So I'm like, okay, let's just get this one. So we finished up our shopping, got the cheesesteak, we just picked it up. Got some fries with it as well, because you always got to get some fries. Sadly, I don't think they're crinkle cut, but
I would have really thought you went for tater tots.
No, because I went for the seasoned fries. I know tater tots, but I wasn't in the mood for tater tots. So we're gonna take this home and we're gonna eat it. We're gonna try it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful. Look at her.
I really do not feel beautiful right now, and I really wish you would have given me a heads up about.
Sorry.
Because so now I don't even get to be seen.
Well, if you don't want to be seen,
well,
then I will make
late at this point.
Brother.
Well, now there is proof.
Why? No.
Just, I don't know. We were going grocery shopping, and I kind of rolled out of bed and just threw a dress on, and we ran out.
Well, we're going to go home, and we're going to do like we do, and we're going to try this, and we'll be back, and maybe Peach will probably be like, hey.
No, I'm not going to do anything, because I have to do my hair later.
To babysit?
No, I meant later tonight.
Okay, so we'll be back.
Bye.
These are the fries. We're going to eat these in the car because we're really hungry and we still have a drive home, and this road really sucks with traffic. So, I just wanted to let you see these fries. And they're pretty good fries.
There's like a sweetness to them.
Don't go through that red light.
I'm not.
Okay, we'll be back. We're not going to eat the sandwich in the car. So we're back. We just got home. We got it. This is pretty weighty.
Yeah.
They wrapped it in butcher paper because they had an option where you could wrap it in butcher paper or put it in a box. She's so funny.
And I chose to have it wrapped in butcher paper because I feel like when you get the cheesesteaks in a box, the condensation just fucking ruins it. So typically when we get cheesesteaks from places, we just get like fried onions and like the cheese that they suggest. Unless it's Cheese Whiz, because Jeff won't do that.
This is packed.
We kind of veered from that a little bit, and we got something called the Capital Cheesesteak, which Trenton is known for many, many things, but not all of them are great.
New Jersey in general.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this in just to get...
New Jersey is known for pork roll, and right here we have pork roll in our cheesesteak. Yeah, you're good.
See that?
Yeah.
Seeded roll.
So we veered away from the normal cheesesteak that we normally get with fried onions and cheese, and we got one that has pork roll in it. Because Jeff does love hit pork roll on cheesesteaks.
I'm making a mess.
Yeah, you are. All over the fucking floor. And I love pork roll. Pork roll is delicious. I've never had it in a cheesesteak before because I just like an OG cheesesteak.
I'm kind of wondering what kind of pork roll they use, but...
It's nice and thick. We both stole a piece off the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say right here is half.
I don't know.
You tell me. Does that look good?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. Which half do you want?
Take whatever half you want, little piece.
I want this half.
Oh, you usually like the end ones. But
That has an end.
They both have ends.
Okay. Oh, here, you can have that piece of pork roll that fell.
Thanks.
Not on the floor, but... Alright, so you ready to take a bite? Oh, I did get you a plate if you want. Okay.
Ready?
Alright. That's good. That's really good.
That's a solid cheesesteak.
Yeah. I want to, next time we want a cheesesteak, I want to go here and I just want to try their original. Pork roll as an added deliciousness. Meat's cooked really well. Nice amount of meat to cheese ratio. You can get the flavor of the onions, but it's not onion overload.
And it's packed. Like they didn't skimp.
The roll's nice and solid. And
not soggy.
This went for a 30-minute car ride from there to home.
I feel like if it was in the box, it would have gotten soggy.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
The condensation inside the box.
Yeah.
Because we ran into that, Meatheads did that. And the boxes, and I think they did the same thing. They had to ask, well, do you want us to keep doing that or wrap it in paper? And the paper seems to be better for not making the roll soggy.
Yeah.
Nice
solid
flavor.
cheesesteak though.
And not a bad price for all this meat you're getting on here, and for the fries that we got, which you will see before this because we ate them in the car. But those were good fries, nice seasoned fries. They had a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a spiciness to them, but good. So for that, the fries wasn't a big amount, but it just came with the sandwich, I guess. 'Cause when you order the sandwich online, it says pick one of these, and when you pick one, it didn't add more of a price.
Oh, so it comes with it. So it's a
Yeah.
sandwich and a side for $19.
Yeah, it was like $19.19 for the cheesesteak and some fries. So, and I'm like, that's a meal for us to split. So,
Yeah, it works out. Our rating system's always out of 5. I would give this a solid 4.5. I'm gonna finish it and then we'll come back
Yeah, I'll give
and
it
we'll
the
see
same.
if it changes.
okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're done eating.
It was delicious. While I did enjoy the pork roll being in there, I don't think I'd ever order it that way again. It just, I don't know, anything in the cheesesteak aside from cheese, steak, and onions kind of takes it away, like from the actual sandwich.
I was kind of a fan of like, because I used to order mine like that. I used to get like pepperoni and pork roll. It was the triple. It was the pumpkin and peach podcast cheesesteak. Triple P. It was what was the other thing?
Pepperoni, pork roll, and hot peppers.
Yeah. So, but I haven't ordered it like that in a while. And while I did like trying this because it kind of caught my eye when I was looking at the menu, and I'm like, let's do it. I would probably not get it again. Not that I have any problem with pork roll or cheesesteaks with them being together. It was just, I don't want to say it was a lot because you want to be filled and you want to get your money's worth, which we did.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. It's good to try every once in a while, but like not every order, I guess.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a cheesesteak and you're out in the Berlin area, I would highly recommend.
Well, did your score rating?
Yeah, stay the same. 4.5.
I would go the same. I kept this. There was this big chunk of onion in there because Peach had this in hers. And
thankfully it fell out.
That's a big chunk of onion.
Yeah. Thankfully it fell out and I didn't bite into that because I would have not been happy.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the right amount of onions, right amount of cheese, right amount of meat, like the roll stayed nice and crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. Like it really checked all the boxes.
No sog at all in the roll. The wrapping it in paper was definitely the way to go. I
do feel like if their cheesesteak stayed the same without the pork roll, like when we get the next one, it probably would jump up to a 4.75.
And again, this was after about a 30-minute car ride home. So we didn't eat it. It wasn't, would like to be a little bit hotter, but that's on us, not on them.
Yeah. But even still, it was still a decent temperature for it being a 30-minute car ride. And
it held up. Like, you know, the cheese was still melty. Again, no sog on the roll. Like, everything was still like, it didn't look or seem like it had been sitting for half an hour in a car ride. You know.
No, it was good.
Yeah, so it was good. You definitely get your money's worth. And again, this is just our experience off of this one cheesesteak. Now, any cheesesteak place can have an off day. So I'm not saying that every cheesesteak they make is going to be a absolute home run. Because sometimes, even in the best places that we like, sometimes it just tastes a little different some days. But I guess on the whole, on average, again, this is definitely a place that now we can recommend and go, hey, yeah, we heard about that place, we checked it out, and we can also say it's a really good place. So just another one to add to the list of, if somebody says, hey, where should I go around here to get a cheesesteak? That's where you can send them. Well, it's on the list, of saying, hey, you can go here, you can go here, you can go here. And it's nice to have this, too, because it's not just like, oh, well, I've got so many options, where do I go? Well, at least if you know which ones are good, you can go, well, based on where you are at the time. Like, say you're out somewhere, you're like, well, okay, what's near us that's good? It's not always, you're not always coming from home. You're always like, if you're out and about and go, hey, I'm hungry. Oh, we know a place right near where we are right now that has a good cheesesteak. So it's good to try out these different places and know ones that are in different areas to say, hey, based on what's going on that day, which one's easier to get to, which one's more convenient.
Yeah, like if we were over my mom, she lives out that way, this would be a good option to get food from.
Yeah, it's literally like 2 minutes away from where she lives. So, like,
yeah,
that would be an option. Say, hey, is anybody in the mood for cheesesteaks? We know a place that's right here that has great cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
So like that's the way it works. And then based on like where people live, you go, hey, I live closer to here, or I live in this area. Okay, we'll go to that place, go to this place. And if you like, you're visiting from somewhere else, then it's like, well, just take your pick and go to whatever one you think looks the best. But we'll still say, hey, they're all good. But yeah, definitely glad to have tried this one and not just like seeing the post anymore and going like, yeah, is it really good? Like I heard of this place, but
it's good.
It is definitely good. It had a very nice flavor. I didn't have any big onion chunks, even though I would have been fine with that. I'm not going to eat that, but it wasn't on my sandwich. But I probably wouldn't even have noticed it if I would just get in there. I would have just thought it was like just part of everything. Yeah. But I don't know. That's like Peach's. That's your downfall if you got big onions, and that's a big onion. But it was only one, so I guess it was a fluke.
Yeah, it probably just didn't get broken up while they were cooking it.
So, but she still got to do that 4.5 rating. So, delicious. And I agree with it. I thought,
And don't think that because it's like, oh, we're raving about it, and it's not a full 5. Like, there are very few that are full 5s.
There's just that happens with anything when you're drinking ciders, beer, whatever we rate. A 5, you can rave about something, but a 5 is something you just feel like, okay, that's a 5. Like, it's something that hits you instantly. And that's not saying that anything less than a 5 is bad. Well, how come it isn't a 5? Sometimes when it's this close, like a 4.5, I can't tell you what would make it that 5. It didn't hit me when I took a bite. Like, yeah, I was like, oh wow, this is good, but it wasn't. There's just something different that happens no matter what you're tasting.
Yeah.
Where a 5 just registers. Like, it's just, you just feel it.
Yeah.
But again, that doesn't mean anything else is bad. And this is just anything else, our opinion. So if you go and eat a cheesesteak from here and you're like, oh, those guys are full of shit. We're just telling you based on what we think. So you may not like it. You may love it more than we did. You know, everybody's got whatever they got. Because like you see that stuff on posts these days too, like on groups, food groups. Somebody will go, I just had the best from here. And then somebody will be like, that place is shit. You should go eat here. And it's like, well, that's your opinion. Like, yeah, you can recommend it and say, hey, this is what I think. But don't just go, oh no, that place sucks. Go eat at this place. Like, everybody likes what they like. You know, there's no definitives, especially when it comes to food. It's very subjective. Everybody's got different tastes. Everybody's looking for something different. Everybody tastes something and goes, hey, I really like that. Or I didn't like it as much. Like,
and like we say, whenever we try anything, these are our opinions, and you know, like.
And even as much as I love Peach's cooking, you may eat something that she makes and go, I don't like this, because it's not reflective of her. It's what you like. So
I wouldn't really believe you.
But I love it all. I'd be like, you get kicked out. You gotta leave. Sorry, we don't know you anymore.
No, but yeah. So
no,
definitely.
Peach would just silently be sad about it for about 2 weeks. If somebody ate something of yours and said they didn't like it, you would internally just be like, oh, that's okay. And then you'd be like, oh.
But I will say I don't think I've ever had that.
No, I've never witnessed
that happen.
Anybody has ever said it out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have thought it and lied to us, but nobody's ever said, hey, I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's always like, wow, okay, I want more of that.
Yeah.
Just saying, not bragging. And I shouldn't brag because I'm not the one doing it, so...
You can brag.
But I do make some good things myself.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, we're going to end this here. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you. Give me a hard hand. Bye.
See ya. We're rolling.
Oh, no, all
This is
right.
a good one. Take 2. Okay.